I recently did a video on how to build this cabin. I was around a level 10 when I built this, and now I'm close to level 60, so the cabin has changed a good bit. So here it is at level 10, and here is what it looks like now. Yeah, it's a little different. The first thing that you'll notice is that I unlocked all the walls. So I have the barn walls, the brick walls, the metal walls, the warehouse, all the walls. I didn't think that I would like the barn and brick texture together because it's just different shades of red. But I don't hate it. I think it looks pretty good. The garage, on the other hand, kind of drives me nuts because the door only comes in the warehouse texture, so it doesn't match. And sure, I could have used warehouse walls instead of the metal ones, but I like the metal ones. I just found them a couple of days ago, so I wanted to use them. This is a very pointless thing for me to bitch about. It's fine, Cord, it looks fine, you're fine, everything's fine. One of the biggest changes is that the workshop used to be attached right here, but now I just extended it as part of the cabin. And I guess it's not really a cabin anymore, it's more of a house, but I digress. The workshop is now this garage, and I have the same idea behind it, where it's open to anybody who needs to use it in passing. All you have to do is click on this button over here, or flip this switch, and it opens the door for you. And I packed this full of everything that you might need on the go. You need a workbench? Boom. Armor, tinkers, weapons, and chemistry. You need a power armor station? I got it. You tired? I got a bed right here. It doesn't have a pillow, and there's a bush sticking through it, but it's the best I could do. Need a little bit of motivation before going out into the wasteland? I got you. Motivational poster and this guy saluting you on. Outside is the garden where you can find some corn. Well, yeah, just the one corn. That's all I had. Leave me alone. And of course, the water purifier on the other side. So all of this is available to anyone passing by, so feel free to use and take whatever you need. Inside the house is a lot different from the last video. So first off, I locked the door with a level 3 lock. And yeah, please don't break into my house. And now we walk into the dining room and the kitchen. Yeah, that's the best kind of kitchen that I can make with what I got. So the living room is a lot bigger, and I have a traditional setup right here. And, you know, with the couch and the TV and all that. And this back wall is not really realistic. I mean, everything about this is not realistic, but I wanted all these instruments to be lined up against a wall, so that way when people stop by, we can all go into photo mode and get a pretty cool shot. I moved the stairs over to the corner, and they lead up to this storage area. This is kind of like a buffer before the bedroom, and this is the bedroom. I'm still working on it. It's not perfect, but it's at a good stopping point. Now, the hardest part of decorating in 76 for me is that we have a weird mixture of very clean objects and very beat to shit objects. And I don't mind building with clean items because this is 25 years after the bombs dropped instead of 200 years. So a lot of buildings in the game are still somewhat clean and put together. I'm just trying to find a balance between realistic and aesthetically pleasing. So these are two half walls stacked on top of each other because I liked using the smaller windows on top. Originally it looked like this. You see, the second floor wasn't as tall because I only had half windows snapping to the floor instead of stacking them like they are now, which honestly I think looks better, but I changed it so I could section off the bedroom. I really didn't like how open it was and the stairs grating mixed with the upper floor. I just didn't like it. Plus, I think the barn walls look really good on the inside right here. So this part one. Now, I already showed how to build this in the first video I made, for the most part. So if you want to see how it's built, check out the link in the description. Everything is pretty much the same in that video except for these roofs over the porch, and this part was pretty easy to do. The first thing that I did was get these out of the way, because you can always put them back later. As I mentioned before, it's always good to know what is snapping to what. So the roofs will not go up there unless you have a wall for it to snap to. So the next thing I did was put in some random wall. It doesn't matter which type because I'm only using it to put in the angled wall piece that I'm going to keep up there. And then you just snap the roof pieces to that. It's pretty simple, but like I mentioned before, the roofs will not let you place them without a wall. And the reason the game let me remove that wall piece is because there's another one on this side. So all the roofs are being held up by that one piece. If I try to remove it, it won't let... What the... How many times I gotta tell you? Get the hell off my property, you two sons of two bitches! And you see, it won't let me remove it, because if I do, then technically the roofs will be hovering. So you have to have some kind of wall up there. I really wanted to show you guys this because I haven't moved this camp since the beta. So it's been with me since the beginning, and I thought it'd be pretty cool to show how my camp has progressed with me as I have progressed in the game. How poetic is that? I'm not a huge fan of this statue, but it fits so perfectly on this rock that I feel bad for moving it, so it's gonna stay for now. And I moved the bathroom from upstairs to out here since I have this portable toilet. Who's been shooting my toilet? It's like half health. I'm going to start doing different types of builds. It's just very hard to tear this down, but I don't really have many other options. So I'm going to start doing various types of build videos in 76. I'm just really curious to know what you guys would like to see. What kind of camps do you think should be in this type of game? Let me know in the comments, and if I build your suggestion, I'll give you a shout out. Also, I've been getting a lot of questions about if I'm still going to be doing Fallout 4 builds and really just the overall direction of my channel. So I'm going to post a channel update video in the next week to let you guys know what I have in mind. I have a lot of ideas, so I'm really excited to see what you guys think. And to answer that question, yes, I will be doing Fallout 4 videos in the future, but I will get more into that in my next video. But thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.